And maybe that's your problem. Maybe you need to convey it better.
No, it's them that needs to have an understanding.
BkChat's Max and Mac are here today. You guys wanted me to ask Max a whole bunch of questions. Max, I've had so many questions for you, and a lot of questions for you, Mac. They just want to know about you. They want to know why you decided to do BkChat, all of that jazz. So we're definitely going to get into it, guys. Like I've always also said to you, it's not too late. If you do have any questions, DM me, tweet me, and we can, you know, work on asking the questions. And like I've said, this will be filmed for my channel, so once the video drops on Thursdays, you guys asked me to start dropping videos on Thursdays, so once the video drops on Thursday, you guys can go and watch it on my channel. So I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves, talk a bit about what you do. Obviously everyone knows you're on BkChat, but I'm sure there are other things you guys do, and then I will grill you. Who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
Oh, like
where do I speak into? Nowhere.
Anywhere.
The air. I'm Malika. I'm new to BkChat. Isn't it amazing? What do you want to know?
What do you do? So what do you do outside of BkChat?
Outside, I work in an office. Super exciting. And I have a greeting card business. I design and produce my own greeting cards, which is quite cool. My business is called Blue Woo. Check it out. So
wow. How do you spell that?
Blue Woo.
Oh, so W-O-O.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Literally. So yeah, man, that's me. So
what made you decide that, you know what, I'm gonna do BkChat? Were people telling you, like, were your friends like, oh my gosh, she'd be really good on this, or did you just watch it and say to yourself, you know what, like, that person's trying shit, I actually have something to say on this?
You know, I think I watched season 1 like a lot of people, and I thought, yeah, this is lit. Like, so many people that are like me speaking in a room about like topics that I would speak about every day. The same conversations I'd have in my groups of friends. So I just thought, yeah, some things that people were saying I didn't agree with. I thought there should be another angle. I saw some characters on there that I align myself with, and I thought, okay, yeah, they're kind of speaking the truth.
Yeah.
But I kind of thought, yeah, well, let me just go for it. And initially I went to apply with my god sister. We wanted to apply together, but she kind of like changed her mind, so I just had to go by myself. Aww. And I was at the same audition Max was at, and Sia and Reva and Adrian and Max and all those guys. So I don't know, I just like those guys. I just thought I'd take it.
Can I ask you, who did you feel like you most aligned yourself with watching?
Probably maybe as Raya. And I wasn't really feeling the other girls on there. I did like Nissy sometimes, but as Raya was kind of the main one, I was like,
I think a lot of people feel
okay, like, yeah, she's kind of saying what I would kind of say. But like season 2, like seeing these guys on there, listen, there's so many real G's on there.
Amongst the guys?
Yeah, no, the girls.
Okay.
That are talking some truth. So yeah, it's cool to be a part of.
Yeah. So what about you, Max? What made you decide I'm going to do BkChat?
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know, I saw it and then I thought it's dope, innit? I went by and the rest is history, so I don't know what actually made me inclined to go.
So were people telling you that you'd be good on it, or?
My sister told me.
Your sister told you?
Yeah, my sister told me.
Yeah.
I've got 11, so.
11?
Siblings.
You've got 11 siblings?
Yeah.
Wow, and you all live in the same house?
We all did live in the same house. Some of us have branched out.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Yeah.
So I guess you're used to shouting and fighting your way to get your point across then. You must be.
With my twin sister, yeah, but not.
Not in the wider family.
No.
Wow.
You kind of took it out.
Okay. Yeah. So what has your experience been, this being your first season then, Malika?
Malika. It's alright, my dad calls me Malika. There's a lot of confusion with my name, but Malika's definitely preferred.
Okay.
I mean, it definitely was a bit daunting, because you have to kind of fight a way to speak, and you don't want to shout, and you don't want to like raise your voice all the time, and you just want to be able to talk normally, like the way I'm speaking to you now. But of course, we've only got a certain amount of time, and sometimes the topics are just so like, you know, they're intriguing, and people are like, you start seeing so many angles to the conversation, and it just gets hyped up, and then people get passionate, and it's like, oh my gosh, so you feel a bit drowned in that, and you can feel drowned, but you know, I think I'm doing okay. So
have you struggled to not take things personally then, that this is for both of you? Have you ever left like a filming and been like, right, I can't fucking stand that bitch, or I can't fucking stand that guy? Like, or has it kind of been like, okay, this was a discussion, let's move on? Because things do get heated. We've seen in the trailer that like Gogo was ready to fight. I don't know who he was gonna fight.
Have to wait and see.
Lucas and Adrian have gotten into it before. So do things end up? Have you ever felt like I'd put some pause on this person?
Me personally, no. But there's definitely times when people say things that you feel like you want to always argue against, or you want to counteract, but it's like, you know what, I'm going to leave that, because otherwise the conversation won't progress and we'll be here all day. If I check you on every single thing that you said that was sly, we won't be able to have the conversation. But, you know, I can't talk about my partner over here, Max. I don't know.
What? How do you feel?
Sometimes you got to be mature in it, so... mature in the context where, like, just like what she said, you can't attack every little thing in it. But I have had times where people have said stuff and it's been like,
I put pause on you.
Yeah, it crosses my mind, innit, but I'm not there anymore.
Yeah. Are you guys all like friends outside of the show? Be honest. Because like the whole vibe has been like, oh, like one big family. But are you actually like friends, or are you just like, okay, cool, like we're cool, but this is the show?
Definitely like a family. I guess we can like keep up with each other's business, like in the group chat as well. Obviously, someone like me and myself and B Money, we're new, so we haven't really built like the same relationships, but everyone's definitely like cool with each other. I think some people are closer, some people live in the same area, you know, they drive with each other down to the set, you know, they do things outside. But me personally, I've got a few people that I'm closer with, but and no one's like my close friend, because it takes time to build relationships.
Cultivate relationship.
Yeah.
What about you?
We're all close as one big family, it's true, but some people are closer to other individuals. And that's due to same interests.
It's like being in a workplace, you know, you don't get along with everyone and you know,
but you have to work together.
You have to work together. But there's definitely like no disrespect, and when you walk in and you see everyone there, you know, the production from anyone that's in that room is it's cool. Love the whole way, so, and everyone makes you feel welcome, so it's great, man.
So obviously a lot of controversial stuff has come out about cast members and the season and things like that. So first, I'm not going to go to exactly where you probably think I'm going to go to. We will get there.
Yeah.
But the first thing we'll talk about is B Money. He is your newest cast member.
Yes.
So I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter people pulling up some of the comedy stuff he's done in the past and talking about black women wearing lipstick. I don't know if you guys had seen that.
That's the first time I'm hearing that.
Really?
I've seen that, to be honest.
Are you serious?
I mean, he's a bit quick with his wit. He's doesn't shy away from a lot of things.
It don't matter.
He doesn't shy away from a lot of things, but
he'll say what it is.
And it doesn't matter how controversial he feels.
No. He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
It is what it is.
I definitely respect that about him, but I can see why people would be in hot water. Yeah, but you know, I think.
What did he say about black women?
Yeah, what did he say?
I'm sure it was him, like stand-up comedy, and talking about he's the newest. They were like, oh yeah, the newest cast member of BkChat, and he was talking about like how he hates when black women wear lipstick, that it looks like dark women. It looks like burnt toast with jam. Obviously, people were not.
If he said that, that's mad. But you'd have to ask him.
Yeah.
Did he really say it?
Did he really say that?
I mean, there's a video out there. Like it's there. Like he does comedy, right?
But I definitely know like some things he could say could be misconstrued because
comedy.
100% is him.
If it's 100% is him, fair enough. But I know
he's not that funny.
But he's quick though. That's all. That's the only way I can think. If I think of B Money even being there now, he's just got quick wit for everything, and some of it you might not like, but then if there was more of an explanation to it, you might understand it, or you might just still disagree. But yeah, boy, if he said that, that's his business.
So how have you guys been dealing with what happened with Biscuit? What's come out?
There's actually nothing to deal with.
Yeah, we haven't been dealing with it.
There's nothing to deal with.
Still the same guy.
Yeah.
Everyone has skeletons in the closet.
Everyone, by the way, everybody.
No, of course, every living person does.
Yeah. Some people just hide theirs better than others. Simple as, isn't it?
But were you guys, when the story broke and obviously people were tweeting, were you guys like reaching out to him like, are you good, or was it kind of like it is what it is?
I didn't reach out to him, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm not close to Biscuit. I'm new to the cast, and I'm not going to force a friendship just over, oh, there's some drama, like let me find out, there's gossip, because we're all human, we're all in the group chat together, we talk about things, but I'm not close to you like that to be asking to get in your business. And you know, it's just mad to think that people even messaging us outside of the group chat like, oh, do you know what happened? Like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
That's not my business. That's not my business. And I don't know. It's just him to face, and he spoke about it on social media and was quite upfront about it. So any questions anyone has, they can ask Biscuit. But he definitely didn't shy away from it, and he said it was in his past. And Max is right. Everyone has skeletons.
Yeah.
Just because not everyone's have been exposed
Yeah.
doesn't mean we don't
Doesn't mean
have
no.
them.
I completely agree. But
Of course, it was wild
obviously
to
people
hear.
will jump on like when someone does.
Yeah, because he's relevant.
Yeah, he's relevant. That's true.
I also think it's a lot to
Very
do with how he carries himself. It's like when someone who always talks about like being like say a virgin gets pregnant, everyone's like, yo, like I thought you were a
When has
virgin.
Biscuit not spoken about being money or anything to do?
I think it is about how he does like a lot of people carry themselves. It's not just him. It's a lot of black
So
men.
what does he do that?
I'm not saying he's done anything in particular in the sense that he's come out and be like, oh, I'm a rich guy or I'm this or I'm that. But I mean, he posts stuff. Some of the stuff he posts are triggering. I remember he made a post and then he turned around and someone said to him, you know, like, you're silly or something like that. And he said, why don't you focus on your health? And this was someone who had cancer and was also going through gender change. And I think that's why people are more like jump on it, because it's kind of like you are very vocal and you say stuff, a lot of quick stuff to people, and then when something comes out about you, people are gonna jump on that. I think that's probably where the angle is coming from. It's not necessarily that he comes out. I'm not friends with him, and I'm not on the set to know if he comes out and says I've got money or he doesn't. But
He's a humble guy.
I don't know him.
He's extremely.
So I'll go with what you say.
Extremely humble. He's proper humble. He's just being himself, innit? There's no one else he can be
so
but
funny.
himself.
He's very funny.
If anything, he's the funniest out of everyone. I find him hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta get to know the guy, innit?
But you make a good point in the fact that if you're vocal about things on social media or whatever, you know,
people are
expect
gonna
it back. But,
if you're
you know, I
relevant,
think
people
he's-
are gonna jump on
Well,
it.
yeah, I guess
You can be
that's-
the nicest person, and then something small comes out about you, like you were hoeing around or something when you were like 14. People will jump on it
People will jump
because
on
you're
it.
relevant.
fair.
But it's for you to, I guess, to own up to your own truth,
and be
and,
real
you know,
about what you've done. And
yeah, and I think he's done that. So, you know, all the
Said
best
it was
to
in the
him.
past, it's in the past. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's-
So with the vetting process for BkChat, do they do like background checks and things like that, or is it kind of just more based on your personality? Because that's something that's come up in terms of people have been tweeting that like BkChat needs to obviously be more careful with the cast members they have aligning with their brand and stuff like that. Is it more just based on your personality, or is it actually just like...
They do CRB checks because I don't think the crew do it, but the cast members do. So,
and do they dig up old tweets and stuff as well?
Not really tweets. Somehow in London, somebody knows somebody that you know that knows. Because when I first started, Lucas and Gogo came up to me and started telling me stuff that I'd done in 2010, and I was like, "How the hell did you know that?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "I know people that are in your area that know other people that know you,
I know things.
and then they just told us, innit? And
But I
we've done
don't
our
think-
CRB on you,
I don't
so-
think production themselves and the cast and
The
direction
ca-
and stuff, they never asked us
But-
anything like really
Yeah.
personal and like really tried to pry in our business. But I mean, if that's something that people think that they should be doing, then I'm sure that's something that you know, production are thinking about. But they're thinking about personalities. It's a show at the end of the day, and they're thinking about, you know, reflecting
views and
different people in London and different views of Londoners and stuff. And you know, that's all we're really trying to do. So
I do think though that it is key, because in season 1 when there was that lady on, I've forgotten her name, she was on for like 1 episode, and then it came out that she'd been saying some stuff about black women via old tweets.
But
I remember
she represents a minority
the
of
model.
people.
The model. You're talking about the model.
Yeah.
She represents a minority.
So
of
are
people
you
in
saying
London.
that it was justified for her to be on the show?
Yeah, of course. Even if there's a rapist on the show, even a child molester, it doesn't matter what they do. There are many child molesters in London. They represent a minority of people in London, and the show is about representing people in London.
I appreciate that, but then at the same time, I don't think that then means that you should have people whose views are dangerous, because it's being perpetrated all around the world. Like different people are watching that, different people are seeing that, and just because there are people that feel that way, it doesn't mean they should be given a platform and a voice.
Why? Why not? Why not?
Why should a rapist be given a
But
platform?
who are you
and a
to
voice?
say a rapist can't be given a platform?
Who is
law? anyone?
I think the
it's-
law and social
and who says the law is just? So we can keep going around in circles. That's what I'm saying. You see, there's child molesters, there's rapists, there's murderers, and all these different people. Instead of condemning them and saying you don't deserve a platform, you don't deserve a platform, you can give them a platform and try to understand why this guy feels attracted to little children. or you can bash him. You choose, innit? And
I don't think you should, but I don't think...
And Backchat, hold on. And Backchat in itself is a representation of what happens in London. Backchat London is a representation of people in London. So you can have gay people on the show. You can have bisexuals. You can have transgenders, rapists, murderers, all those people.
Well,
but you have a double standard then.
Thank God for that.
I don't know if we will. I don't know if we will. But I think in the point that you're making with, you know, someone like that model, I've forgotten her name, and she was on the show, and then certain comments surfaced about, you know, things that she had said in the past. I think it's definitely difficult for you to vet someone's entire social media.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, for example, I could have sent something when I was 12, and I don't know if necessary production are going to go through all my tweets. Yeah. And of course, people have views and stuff that they don't even put on social media, and they don't even share. And sometimes it's just when you're then on the show, and people then don't like what you're saying. So I think they definitely need to... I think they do think about it as well, who they're going to have on, you know, are they credible, and they're not ignorant necessarily, and they're not, you know, bigots. But you don't really know what's going to happen until someone's on the show, because people in this day and age do actually search the internet deep down for things you said
back in the day, done.
So in that situation, when something did occur and it was all over social media, Backchat handled it in the right way. So
I definitely
they
think
can only really do their,
well.
you know, they can just do their best. We're all humans, boys.
Yeah.
So
I definitely think it was handled well. I wouldn't say that it wasn't removing her was the correct thing, but
and that was real life. Life. Like, you know, someone's on the show, they're voicing certain opinions, but actually, do we agree with this? Is this right? And you know, it's everyday life. Really.
Yeah, I mean, it happens even in like Hollywood, whatever. Like you have people that are on shows, and then something comes out about them, and then, you know, they're pulled from the show, like House of Cards. Like the show's being cancelled now because stuff has come out about Kevin Spacey. But even like that Harvey guy, Weinstein, is that how you pronounce his name? Yeah. As well, he's been like removed from like the...
It depends. I think it depends on the motive of the show on which you're on. Do you know what I mean?
I think
if you're on, if you're talking about love and hip hop, you can be a murderer. You can be love and hip hop will still put you on the cast. They don't care, because it's about entertainment. If you can entertain people, you can have 16 bodies on you, and you just come out of jail. If people love you and you have a fan base on Instagram, you're going on Love and Hip Hop. That's what I'm saying. It's about the show in which you're going on and what their motive is. Do you know what I mean? So that's just the way I see it.
To an extent. But alright, so we're gonna play some music, give these guys a chance to kind of drink some water. Max hasn't even taken off his jacket. He literally walked into the studio and jumped on. So we're gonna play some music, and then we'll get back into questions. Guys, tweet me, DM me if you guys have any questions for the cast. Someone said to me, Biscuit is just a bloody cornball. These are not my words, these are tweets I received. But I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And I think, and also that being said, as you know, you guys have put yourself out there on social media, you've put yourself out there on a platform such as big as Backchat, you must be prepared and expect that people are going to have some comments about you that are like, we spoke about you and people like already comparing you to Azraya so much, and it's kind of like, you're your own individual. Even though you may have similar views to her, you don't want to be seen as like Azraya, you want to be seen as your own individual. And Max, people had a lot of comments about you as well. Are you actually? I feel like you're joking. You must see the things people say about you. Do you not go on Twitter? Do you not read the YouTube comments?
I had voice notes about you last night.
People message me, like the cast members message me, like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? I'm like, nah, I'm too busy.
But I feel like for you, it's probably best that you don't go on social media, because I feel like it doesn't matter how strong you are of a person. If you continuously see people, I guess, in a sense, bashing you and calling you out of your name, you're not going to wake up
It's mad because he has fans too. It's mad because he has fans too.
Yeah, I'm sure he has fans.
I can't lie. I think I thrive off it.
I'm not surprised, because that's why I feel like, and we'll talk about this after the break, but I feel like you say some wow, because like, you want to get that reaction.
Not really. I just tell them how I feel.
That's really how you feel.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. What you see with Max is what you get.
It's interesting, very interesting. But okay, let's play some music and then we'll be back.
What I'm saying is real talk, innit?
I understand.
A lot of people don't.
But there's not rapists.
Fam, it doesn't matter what you do. It depends on the show that you're on.
You know, it's true, but then it's like, we're not gonna be like, oh hey, rapists, come and be on a show.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? If it comes out that you're a rapist.
See, Andy. See, I don't care what other people out there, society. I don't care what they think. See, Andy. Yeah? If there was a show about child molesters, and we had to explore that question, I think he wouldn't, if he could get a child molester to sit next to
explain,
one of us and explain why he
just said? You see what you just said? You didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
you just said that they deserve a
Yeah, but you just said they deserve a platform.
but we are educated. But the way you conveyed your message came across as and that maybe that's your problem. Maybe you need to convey it better.
No, it's them that needs to have an understanding.
Why's your face like that?
She's very upset.
Yeah, why's your face like that?
I'm not irate.
Do you know you look like, you know that seething anger where you're about to
It's because he
explode?
said to me, what did he say? He said,
I don't know.
I was talking and then he said, wait, let me finish. Yeah.
That's what happens on Backchat, innit?
This isn't Backchat, this is MySpace. You don't do that in MySpace.
No, you've never had someone tell you to
Not on my show. It's like taking the mic off the person. Like, you don't do that. You can do that in Backchat, but this is Backchat.
First time for everything.
No, but let it be the last time on this show. Thanks.
I can't promise you that.
No, you haven't.
I can't.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just being real, and I can't promise you that.
Alright guys, I am back in the studio with Max and Malaika. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are back in the studio and we are here to talk. Max, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. So Max, obviously the clips from the Backchat season 3 have dropped. When is the actual first episode coming out? Next week Wednesday, isn't it?
Next week Wednesday.
We are all
The
ready.
22nd.
We're ready. People are fighting,
Be on
throwing
standby.
this and that. But obviously, Max, I think the most controversial thing that has come from this season, well, the trailer, was Max turning around and saying that marriage is not a partnership, that it's you and then your wife compliments you.
Yeah.
Is this how you genuinely feel?
Yes.
And have you seen the stuff people have been saying, like, you know, what do like how
Small.
small?
Yeah.
And how did you? Can I ask what led you to reach that opinion of a relationship?
I know most of the stuff that I say, people like run with it and take it out of context because maybe it's not delivered
The best. We spoke about
it's not delivered the best.
Yeah.
But they just have to listen to what I say. To be honest, just try your best to take time. I know some people's blood pressure rises when I talk, but like just try to take time and hear what I'm saying, and you might get a different message. So that's all I have to say.
But then also I asked you, how did you reach that conclusion that that's the opinion you had on marriage?
Oh, how did I reach there?
Yeah.
It just makes sense, to be honest. It makes sense. And in that way, there's more peace in it, I guess.
It's more peace that your wife only compliments you, that she's not seen as an equal.
Yes, in some sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this like from stuff you've seen, life experience, seeing how married people interact, or did you just reach this kind of conclusion on your own? Because my assumption is you're not married.
It's from experience, it's from...
relationships you've been in.
Here and there. So it's from direct experience to indirect experience. If you know me personally, you know I'm not really around people my age anyways. Everyone that I kind of, sit on tables with are people that are in their 40s. And people that are in their 50s and people that have lived life and that have a lot of advice to give. So just listening to what they have to say and taking advice from people that have been married for years, like 35 years. Just putting all the pieces together, that's the conclusion I've come to. So, and some people that I've actually fully explained myself to have actually sat down and thought, right, you know what, that makes so much sense. But it's a conversation that you have to go deep into. It's not something that you can just hear and then start throwing tables everywhere. You just have to go deep.
But do you ever watch episodes that you're on and think to yourself, and this goes for you, have you watched the season yet? So you guys will watch it as it comes out.
We'll watch it when you guys are watching it.
So, okay, I'll like to know what you think. Maybe I'll tweet you when the season starts dropping. But for you, you've already been on one season. Do you ever watch it back and be like, I don't like the way I came across there, or I wish I had articulated myself better there? Because it's not about you being a villain. I do the same. Like, maybe you do the whole thing, you may be in an argument, you get in the shower and you're thinking, I should have said this, I should have said that. Or if I had said this, it would have come. Do you ever do that? Do you ever think back and be like, right, like, okay, I get what I was trying to say, but I should have delivered it better, or I maybe shouldn't have said this at all?
No, not really.
So you think you always feel like
the way I've said it at the time, I think
it was just.
Yeah, it was just.
And do you like the way you come across as well on the show? That's another big thing.
The way I come across to myself and the way I come across to everyone else is very two different things. And I like what I'm seeing. I like, you know, how I come across, but then some of it is all you have to blame media because the editing is just A1. The editing is so...
I mean, you spoke about getting the views, and I guess things coming across more controversial does get the views. So.
I guess so.
So are you saying that there's stuff that's edited out that if it was kept in, you wouldn't look as villainous?
No, I'm not saying that because that would be fully put in order. Do you know what I mean? The thing on Mr. Man, but that's not the case. It's 50-50 to be honest. We do what we have to and they do what they have to. We play our bit, they play their bit, and we're a team in it. So.
Are you a pastor or do you preach in church?
I'm not a pastor, no.
But you're quite religious?
I am a Christian.
Okay, do you go to church?
I go to church a lot.
Okay, so you go to church a lot, and obviously people at church, I'm guessing they've seen that you're on BkChat.
Yeah, they have.
And how has that affected any like relationships or bonds you have in the church? Have people like called you and been like, why did you go on that show?
Yeah, a lot of people have done that, but my theory is that I've been called to preach to the non-believers, right? If I stay in the church walls, who am I preaching to? The walls, because everyone in there is already hearing the word. Do you know what I mean? So I have to go outside of that and preach the word. And being on BkChat, I've so many messages, countless of messages of people saying, oh my God, because of you, I actually went back into the church and actually sat down and actually listened to what my pastor was saying. And through BkChat, a lot of people have come to my church as well. So many people. Yeah. I put up a post, I put up one flyer. We even have an event today. And I got like over 30 messages saying that I'm going to see you there. Do you know what I mean? And I'm happy because I feel like I'm doing my job well. And a lot of, I'm raising awareness for Christ, and I'm doing my job, and it's working. So I don't care what church people have to say, and I don't care what other people have to say.
So do you kind of see like BkChat as the platform for you to bring the lost to the...
Yeah, that's what I feel, and I'm doing it in my way, in the way I feel like I need to do it, because our young people today are a bit mad still.
You're part of the young people, you know.
I am, I'm definitely part of them.
You're part of the youth, like you're not 40, you know what I mean?
I'm definitely part of them, but you know, that's why I can actually say they're wild still. They are definitely wild.
Okay, so what about you? I mean, you've started doing this kind of thing, and obviously the trailer's dropped. You must have had people who maybe didn't even know you were on it, and have they come and said to you like, why are you doing that? Or, and also with your, because you have a brand, like your own branded. So how do you think that will affect? Because the funny thing I've realised is like I tweet a lot of shady, like, and I think we follow each other now, so you'll probably see eventually. I tweet a lot of shady things, and like people will fight you over nothing. Like you can literally say the sky is blue, there will be someone somewhere in a caravan that is mad about that'll fight you. So even though I'm not saying you're a problematic fave, but people probably watching will have an issue with something you say. How do you feel like you're going to be able to navigate that, especially with your own brand, because it will affect it?
Like I guess it'd be silly, it'd be naive or a lie for me to say that I'm not a little bit like nervous, because of course I'm completely new to this, and it's definitely a bit daunting, but at the same time I've signed up to this, so I have to be ready to get
roll with the punches.
Criticism, for people to try and bring up skeletons, but you know, if you own everything you do and you don't say anything that's too wild or too like detrimental or you know like completely like just out of order, then you know I think I'll be okay. So you know, I'm quite real. I've always been quite real anyway, and I like to think I'm quite blunt and honest with people, friends and family. So I think that's why, you know, people were telling me to go on the show in the first place, and I just have to see how it pans out. Like, you know,
can I ask
it's just a cool opportunity.
Where's the balance between like saying something that's really crazy, because like remember there's always a part of the people that are watching that will agree with what
I'm being interviewed now, I like this.
that will always agree with what you have to what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? Like people might have hear her talking and then they're like,
they might not agree.
No, and then there's a minority of people including some of that like back.
So what's the balance between
so what's the balance between you know, saying something that's crazy? What crowd are we entertaining?
I think okay, like even if you're asking me, like I've got my platform. It may not be BkChat, but I've got a platform here, and I come into this studio every Saturday. And one thing I will say is I unapologetically tell my truth, kind of thing. This is my everything I say that you heard me speaking about the Eve and Nicki Minaj. That's genuinely how I felt. There are people who were listening to that little segment and they were like, "This dumb bitch, she's a slut shamer, she's a this." There are other people who were listening and like, "Yes, like I get it all the time on social media." I think at the end of the day, like listen, don't get it twisted, Max. I agree with you living your truth. If you come on and you believe that a woman should wash her husband's feet 10 times a day, and that's your truth, you can come out and say, I think at the end of the day...
You didn't say that, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like that's just an example. No, I'm just saying that's a wild thing that you can say.
Yeah.
That's wild still.
But, I'm glad you think that's wild, because I really thought you had no limit. But, I think that at the end of the day, you do also need to be prepared for the backlash that comes with you. Like, not everyone's gonna like you. You walk down the street and someone doesn't like you.
Nah,
so
for real,
there's stuff. I mean, honestly, I think you're a cool guy. There's stuff like that day when I saw that the clip, you said that you're not equals. I was throwing tables. I removed my wig. I was angry. I was beating. I was like, what is he talking about? Like, you know, is his suit all right? Is he feeling all right? Kind of thing. Yeah. But there are guys that are listening. They're like, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the. Do you know what I mean?
You're
it's
right.
just living your truth.
Living your own truth.
A lot of people have said that. A
lot of people agree with everything you said. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
you can't please everyone.
You can't please everyone.
You have to be yourself.
You have to be yourself.
We have to be ready for criticism and ready for people not to like everything we say, and it could affect our brand. So, for example, you know, I have a job that I have to go to Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
I can't say anything too wild, or for example, that is racist, or for example, is homophobic, because guess what? I have a paycheck, and if my employers see that, I won't get paid. Yeah, so you know what I mean. So that's not something I have to fake. I'm being myself, and you be tactile.
Can we build on that homophobic statement? So last season there was a conversation about being gay and homophobia and things like that.
Oh yeah, back to London season 2.
Yeah. So Max,
and they had two guests, Benjamin and I can't remember the girl's name. Yeah.
The guy, he was beat, like his face was really.
Yeah.
Like, he had the
that was Benjamin. I can't remember the girl's name, but yeah, that was a good episode.
You spoke I think this is when you came out to do your ministry. Pastor Max came out in full, you know, you were waving the Bible, you were preaching, you're this and that, being gay is wrong, blah 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 blah. Now, do you work for a company, like, or do you?
I work for myself. I have different streams of income.
Okay.
Amen, boy.
So, when did people come to you and like, how can you say stuff like that?
Yeah, my regional manager came up to me, the director of the company that I part work for. He came up to me and he was laughing actually, and that's what I'm saying. That's the let me just like talk to the people that are listening. Yeah, in this life, yeah, focus on impact. If you impact people's lives, yeah, your roots can't be shaken. Like, this person is a white guy. You know, he's very much in touch with that gay blah blah. When he heard what I had to say, he came up to me, he laughed. He was like, "Oh, little bro, could have said it a little bit better, but it's whatever." Because I impacted his life in such a way that it didn't even shake my workplace. Like, people heard about it, people saw it, people were like, "Oh my God," you know, there's clients that come in, they're like, "You see me on that show," and then that's it. It didn't even
But do you know that people were coming out to say that, oh, you're the one that you're like in the closet? Did you see people saying that? Yeah,
because people, that's the devil. You see, that
did you not know
really
this?
Satan.
People were actively saying
Max is in the closet.
There was a thread about someone talking about someone from BkChat, and they were like, this guy, he's gay, and he was saying that, oh, like, you're coming online to bash like gay people, meanwhile you're doing X, Y, Z, and obviously because he's in the gay community, you're thinking, who's this? And then people were saying it was you. You obviously saw all of this.
Yeah, I saw it.
How did
Check my damn history, bro.
Okay.
Understand?
Listen. You're saying there's gullies for days. There's gullies for days.
Far from that, but I don't even have to justify it. All I'm saying is that is Satan. That is coming from the bottomless pit of hell. You see where Satan
the gay being gay, or
no, you mean that's a lie that you're
gay? It's coming from Satan's seat, bro.
He's the one that sent the message out.
He sent that email straight out from out. That's crazy, man.
Okay, but you knew that this was being said about you.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Still, I addressed the guy that was tweeting all this.
Oh, what did you say?
I addressed him. I said, bro, listen, I'm getting thrown under the bus. You better start spitting that name out.
Okay, I think I saw that tweet. The funny thing is, on social media, you do come across as really, really calm and cool. Yeah. I'm not saying you don't in real life, but I think I wouldn't, if I just followed you and you weren't on back chat, I wouldn't expect you to be as opinionated as you are. But anyways, so outside of this, I do a little Curious Cat segment. I think I mentioned this. You weren't here. No, you weren't here when I said this. And people ask me questions. So relationship, sex, all of that good stuff. So we're going to go through these questions and we're going to give these people some advice. Pastor Max, I hope you're ready. You good? You got your scriptures ready?
All good, man.
You're all good. Okay, good. So the first question is, I am a Nigeria-based Nigerian watcher of your YouTube videos. Please, I need some of your advice. Something has been troubling my spirit. This is how my people talk. And then they said, for some 6 months now, I've been having sex with my first cousin on my mother's side. We both know it's wrong, but we cannot stop. Please, what should I do? Wow. First of all, stop. I think there's no other like advice to give. Stop before your family finds out. Like, simple. Are you thinking that that's cool?
No, that's not cool. That's against the scripture.
It's mad because in some cultures that's actually very acceptable.
Yeah,
to marry cousins and get with cousins.
So
but
in our
cousins, mad.
No, first cousins in some cultures it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But in our culture it's not.
But you know, that person themselves is saying that, you know, they know it's wrong. So sometimes when you know something's wrong, you still do it, you know, for certain reasons.
Because it feels good.
It feels good at the time, and you don't always think about the consequences. But you know, I'd say to your listener, they need to think about the consequences at the end of the day and how their family going to take it. You know, it could be quite a shock, and you know, it could cause some kind of disruption. So it's best to break away now before anybody finds out, and before they cause themselves more hurt or the person they're involved with any more hurt. I think the situation is
a bit more deeper than just stopping, because it's become soul tying. Like you've actually had sex with the person countless times.
Do you think once you have sex it's a soul tie?
Yeah, of course. Like, and
do you think so?
There's some kind of.
But in the Bible, does it say anything about soul ties?
Of course.
Well, it's kind of just thinking like everyone you sleep with is you just, you know.
I feel like you're sharing. I feel like everyone you sleep with, you're sharing a bit of energy. But I feel like.
But that's kind of like a soul
that's
tie.
Why you can't. That's why put yourself in this position or her position. That's why you can't just get up and stop. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's your cousin or your sister, once you've done it a couple of times, you can't just get up and stop doing it. So we have to give them deeper advice, like how do I stop?
What's the advice?
How do I stop?
Yes, what's the advice?
So I would personally say
pray.
Obviously prayer is a part of it, but you can't tell someone that doesn't know about prayer and all that stuff to go and pray. I would tell you to G-check yourself in it and go and see somebody that can counsel you. Counseling is so important in that area. So go and see someone that you trust that will counsel you, and you stop gradually. Don't stop straight away, because once you stop something straight away and you cap it, it'll come back again. It'll come back.
That's good advice. I do agree. I think what you said, like when you stop something, even when you're going off drugs, like when you go into rehab, they give you some drugs and they wean you off. So it's slowly and okay. So
all the best to that your listener, man. It's not an easy situation.
So this one says, hey girl, I've been talking to this guy for about 2 weeks. He slid into my DMs and we really connect. Last weekend we went on a date, and all throughout the date he was either on the phone or not really communicating with me. This is all odd because over the phone and text things were so great. Anyways, that night he texted me saying he loved the date and wants to see me again. I'm really confused as to if I should give him another chance. I think, and I was pondering on this one like all week because I got it on Monday or something. I think sometimes when you go on a date, people are nervous.
Yes.
And the nerves can manifest in different ways. So sometimes guys can be like, just banter too much, or they can be rude, or they can be on their phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think for him to say he really enjoyed the date, it means that, and if they have that good chemistry off the whatever, it means that maybe nerves played a part in it, and he just was not able to communicate.
And he was just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Happy to be with her.
So she should. I feel like she should give him feedback. Feedback is. I always give feedback on dates.
I think you have to give feedback.
Even if I'm not going to see you again, I'll give feedback.
Maybe another day. I've kind of been in that situation. I've kind of been in that situation before when someone's saying like they enjoyed the date and you're thinking,
really?
What did you enjoy?
Yeah.
And then, you know, outside of in talking or whatever, social media, that person's fine. And then, you know what I did? I just tested it again. To see if they were any different. Gave them some feedback, and guess what? There was no change. So, you know, I had to go.
I think feedback.
I'm not enjoying.
I always give feedback on dates because I feel like you should know how to better conduct yourself in that situation again.
Yeah.
So I think she should tell him.
Feedback, but I wouldn't give it the first time, because you're right, it could be nerves, and or that could just be how they are. Some people aren't attentive, and some people, you know, don't know how to deal in real life. They'd rather be on the phone all the time, and that's a problem. So I'd give it a second time, and after the second time, I have to let you know what's really good, because what do you enjoy? He said he enjoyed the date. What did you enjoy about the date when you were on your phone?
Exactly. Maybe the banter he was getting from Twitter. What about you?
I agree.
Feedback.
Yeah, just feedback, man, on the first date. Just
what, we're going to keep dating and you're going to keep being in your
phone and telling me you enjoy it?
No, can't tolerate, can tolerate.
Yeah. Okay, the last question says, "Hi, my darling, I enjoy everything you do. Thank you very much. Basically, I just discovered I'm pregnant. And as a 28-year-old woman, I'm so happy. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah. However, my biggest issue is that I don't know who the father is. I've been sleeping with 2 men and haven't really been using protection with either. She now comes to say I know I'm silly. I don't know how to go about telling either of them. Also, if they would be willing to do a DNA test. I'd love for my child to have a father figure in their life, as I did not have that. Please, can you offer any help?" I think, personally, she just has to be honest and tell them both. And I think you have to be like, I think it's 6 or 9 months before they can, no, not 9, 6 months I think, before they can do a DNA test from the fetus. And just wait till then. Maybe just keep them both at bay. So don't be going to like your prenatal, what is it, checks? Your scans and stuff like that with either of them. Just keep them at bay, do the DNA test, and decide when you know who the father is, then move forward with that person as the father of your child. But I think she has to prepare herself for some off reactions. Like, they're probably not gonna like embrace and be like, "Oh my gosh, it's like great."
Yeah, they won't.
They'll call her out of her name. But then again, I think it also depends on the setup she has with the guys. Because if it was open relationship, like, or open situationship, or open to do what you like, nobody can really judge her.
Yeah, but then sometimes
they will.
Just
they
have
will.
That mentality of, oh yeah, but you got pregnant.
Yeah, like you weren't, that was a part of the plan.
We can all be having
don't get pregnant, don't catch anything.
You got pregnant and you got something, and it's almost like the blame then falls on her.
Yeah.
And I even find this hard to even talk about, because I've never been in that situation, and that just sounds mad. That just sounds like mad. That's like the Maury show. Yeah. That's like the Maury show.
One thing I will say to you, if you're listening or if you watch the YouTube video, is let this be the last time that you're spreading it low and wide without using protection. Like, more power to you, do what you like, sleep with whoever you want, but protect yourself. Like, it's not even, people always act like pregnancy is the worst thing that could happen when you have unprotected sex, but like, there are so many STDs. Like, there was even one they were saying that has just come out that there isn't actually a cure for. And
what's it called? I
don't know. I just saw the heading, and
things are always coming out.
And then like some of them render, especially with women, a lot of them render you infertile as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, don't be down about it though. You know, she's embracing the fact that she's having a
child,
child,
which is good.
There's a positive, there's a blessing in that. So you know what?
Roll with it.
Good luck to you with motherhood. You know.
But talk to the 2 guys. You have to let them know.
It's mad.
And you have to kind of be prepared for, and you might be prepared for both of them saying that even if it is their kid, they don't want to be involved. And then you have to deal with that situation. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Max, do you have any further advice?
No, that's the best advice I've had.
No spiritual...
That's I don't go to the spiritual side too often. Especially when I'm dealing with people that are not, you know, in touch with that. Yeah.
Okay. But guys, we are now wrapping up the show. It's been really good having both of you on the show. Before we go, no, it's been great. Let the people know how they can follow you. Tell them what to look out for from either of you, whether it be Backchat or just individually.
Well, first off, Backchat. Yeah, the trailer dropped yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
It dropped yesterday. The first episode of season 3 of London will be out on Wednesday, the 22nd, 8 p.m. So tune in, because you know the trailer's got everybody talking.
Yeah.
My social media is _Malaikas. Malaika is spelled Malaika and then an S. That's my Snapchat and that's my Instagram. So you know you can add me up. Don't be mean, but you can add me up. Max, I don't know.
Yeah, same thing. Just go on the Backchat Instagram and Twitter, and you'll find me there. And it just.
Don't you want to say it for the people?
It's a bit long to say.
It's a bit long to say.
Got my company name in it, Uninsure,
Yeah.
so it's Max Uninsure Limited.
What does your company do?
I'm a finance consultant,
Okay.
so I deal with insurance and property. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's where you can find us.
yeah, you can find me on it.
And of course, follow BkChat London, man.
Yeah.
You need to keep up to date with everything that we're dropping and
All the
Yeah.
surprises. You said there's surprises coming
so
as
many
well.
surprises. Yeah.
Is the New York one still running?
Well, New York season is over for now. Of course,
Yeah.
BkChat are always exploring so many things. They showed us a clip of Houston, which is coming out soon at one point. So we've got a lot to
There
look
are a lot
forward
of good
to.
bays in Houston in general, so I'll be watching that one.
I can't wait to watch it. Exactly. But for now, London's back.
Yeah.
That's what the people have wanted. So we're here
Yeah.
to deliver. And you know, it's nice that they're having us on the show. So
Yeah. Alright guys, well it's a wrap. Comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Fourens, and it's FOURENS_ for my Twitter. It's the same for my Instagram with 2 underscores, and for my YouTube it's just FOURENS. Wow, sorry.
no, you can't spell your
I
name.
felt that in my brain. So yeah, make sure you follow, subscribe to the channel, and watch all the videos. Thank you guys a lot, and
Thanks
we will
for
be
having us.
watching this season. This was very entertaining. Max, keep on being yourself.
Thank you.
It's good. It's good that you.